To celebrate the 100th anniversary of credit unions in the U.S., we wanted to find out the secrets of staying healthy, happy, and financially sound through the generations, from real people who have experienced it all, the highs, the lows, and everything in between, to those with their futures wide open.
Probably my parents.
Well, I would say it was my parents, and it's not so much what they told me, but the kind of life that they lived, the examples that they gave.
They taught me perseverance.
It would be my parents because they would help me in every situation.
My parents, now I've got to be careful here. My father died when I was 13, so mother was the main one.
Well, I'm sure it was my mother and daddy. And I would have to give credit to my Sunday school teachers, too.
It's my daddy.
My dad, he's my hero because he's been with me all the way.
Really my father. My father was an integrity, real straight person. He was a hard worker.
Oh, the greatest influence in my life were my parents. They were a loving couple, and they adored their 3 children, and they were perfect role models.
You can't borrow yourself out of debt. I'll always remember that.
It's better to give than to receive.
Well, they taught me a value system, for one thing. They taught me that God was first, family second, and friends next.
Not focusing on yourself, but on others, trying to be someone that helps other people.
Don't spend your money where you ain't gonna have none for the places you really need to go to.
Be careful about what, the debts that you make.
Never rent, always buy, because you'll always have a roof over your head, mostly always.
Have good grades and pass college, get a good education, get a job.
My granddaddy said, I was Douglas then, said, Doug, you stay out of debt. But that was a long time ago.
We know money can buy a certain amount of happiness, but we're wrong to think that money can buy all happiness.
I believe that money can't buy you happiness, and it can't buy you health.
Really, I don't think money really makes me happy because money's just money and you could always get it. It's not hard to find.
I've known some rich people who I don't feel are very happy, and some people who have a lot less who are much happier.
Money can help buy your happiness, but it can't buy it, no. Because there are things that are more important in this world than just money.
People must understand that no matter how much money they have, that money is not the thing that's going to bring them happiness in their life. They've got to acquire that from inside.
Money is not going to buy your happiness.
It can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you something that you want.
I guess happiness has to be redefined ever so often in your life. And I'm in a different stage right now. But money can't buy it, that's for sure. It can make you comfortable, but not happy.
I do not advise our children this day and time to use all those credit cards. You do have to pay for what you buy.
Try to keep your grades up and do the best you can in school.
If you make a dime, save a nickel. Whatever you make, try to put some of it away. And don't bother. The hardest thing is not to go back and get it. Now, it's easier said than done, but that's the way you gotta do it.
If you save money and you don't have any more, you could go to your savings account and that could provide for food and stuff for you.
Avoid debt if you can. Be very practical about your income and outgo and your needs. Don't overestimate your needs.
Establish a budget. Know what you have to spend and don't live within your means. And then set up a savings, even if it's a small amount.
Put others before yourself. That's what my dad says a lot.
If it's possible, Always pay yourself first. Always, even if it's $5, save.
I live the life, day by day, because you never know what's going to be and where we are going to end it up.
I think that's a wonderful question because nobody really gave me a good advice, and that's why I had a problem for 19 years.
Learning has always fascinated me, even today, even though sometimes I don't remember what I learned the day before.
I've retired more than once, and it's nice because retiring, they give you parties and presents, and so I'm going to retire again someday.
Tell people she'll squeeze a buffalo nickel so hard when they turn it loose, the engine's riding the buffalo.
I don't have very much of a feeling on credit cards because I don't believe in those plastic cards.
And one of the statements in there that the nun's taught me, it is wrong to entertain impure thoughts. But sister, the impure thoughts entertain me. We can't put that on TV.